In a quiet village nestled between green hills and winding rivers, lived a boy named Rohan. He was 12 years old, full of dreams, but always felt stuck. His father worked in the fields from dawn to dusk, and his mother weaved baskets to sell in the market. Rohan often wondered if his life would always be the same: hard work, little reward, and no escape from the village. He wanted more. He wanted to do something great. But every time he tried something new, he would quit halfway. If he tried to read a book, he would get bored. If he tried to wake up early, he would sleep in the next day. If he wanted to learn something new, he would give up after a few days. He kept telling himself, maybe I'm just not meant for great things. One day, an old traveler named Guruji came to the village. He was a wise man who had seen many places and met many people. The villagers gathered around him in the evening, eager to hear his stories. Rohan listened, fascinated, and when he finally got a chance, he asked, "Guruji, how can I change my life? I want to do something great, but I don't know where to start." Guruji smiled and said, "You don't need big changes, my boy. Just small habits. Tiny steps. Can you wake up 5 minutes earlier tomorrow?" Rohan frowned. "Just 5 minutes? That won't make a difference." Guruji chuckled. "Try it and see." The next morning, Rohan forced himself to wake up 5 minutes earlier. It wasn't hard. He had time to stretch and breathe in the fresh morning air. He felt different. The next day, he woke up 5 minutes earlier again. Soon, he had enough time to help his father in the fields before school. His father noticed and smiled proudly. Encouraged, Rohan decided to change one more thing. Instead of rushing through his schoolwork, he spent 5 extra minutes practicing his writing. Within weeks, his handwriting improved. His teacher, who had always scolded him for his messy work, started praising him. One habit led to another. He started placing his slippers neatly before bed. He drank a glass of water first thing in the morning. He began greeting the elders with respect and listening carefully to their wisdom. One day, a traveling merchant visited the village. He needed a young boy to help him count and organize goods. Seeing Rohan's neat writing and disciplined attitude, he chose him. Rohan worked hard, and in return, the merchant taught him simple math and business skills. Encouraged by his progress, Rohan added another habit: he started reading for just 10 minutes every day. The books he borrowed from his schoolteacher opened his mind to new ideas. With time, his confidence grew. He started helping others, teaching younger children in the village how to write properly. He became known as the boy who was always learning, always improving. Years passed, and Rohan's small habits shaped his life. He moved to the city to work with the merchant, learning everything he could about business. Eventually, he started his own shop, then another. Soon, he became a well-known businessman. One day, he returned to the village, now a successful man. The children gathered around him, just as he had once gathered around Guruji. One boy asked him, "Rohan Bhaiya, how did you become so successful?" Rohan smiled and said, "It wasn't luck. It wasn't one big change. It was the small habits, waking up earlier, practicing a little more, being a little better each day, that changed my life." And so, the village boy who once felt stuck became a man who inspired many, proving that great things start with small habits.